So I'm going to get into my first commercial of the day. And then we're going to get right into my first topic on the docket, which is about cheating, which y'all have been talking about. That's been like the main topic for like the last 2 weeks. So, anyway, commercial break. Okay, listen up. I have an important announcement. Now, for the last year with doing my thoughts on Axe 4, I've been telling you guys that the show isn't quite complete. And recently incorporating my commercials, you guys have gotten to see a glimpse of what I have planned. Starting next week, May 14th, short film stories will finally be incorporated into the My Thoughts on Acts 4 episodes. Each series includes 4 short film stories. So for the next 4 episodes, you guys will get to see series 1. I'm very excited for you guys to see this, and I'm excited for you guys to understand the whole thought process behind it. So if you want to know more information and behind the scenes info, make sure you subscribe to the main YouTube channel. It's your girl Asia. Sidebar, not that this matters. I apologize for the audio on that commercial. I had filmed that video from my camera audio and I wasn't recording in OBS on my mic and I didn't realize till after and I was too lazy to redo it. So sorry. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Cheating. So I'm not gonna get into the specifics about Meg and Klay because y'all have done enough. And over here we don't, dissect strangers' love lives or personal lives in general too deep. We don't get too parasocial. We can get parasocial to a certain extent, but not too crazy. Keon in my TikTok chat asked me, what you and your fave ex doing for the summer? I really don't have a fave ex, actually. I kind of hate them all, low key. Not to be harsh. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I don't really care for any of them, to be honest. I don't hate is a strong word. I just don't care about any of them. They all have no reason to dislike me, and I think no, I know all of them actually really enjoy me as a human, but I'm actually like have been sick of literally all of them. Like that fave ex shit. I only be hung up on exes for a certain amount of time. Once I really get sick of you, you kind of just are like any other dude and you're cooked, honestly. So that's why I try to be, you know what I'm saying? I try to be cool for a certain period of time because I know me. As soon as I'm annoyed with you, you're like a stranger. So, no favorite ex for me. You don't see yourself rekindling with an ex? If you had asked me that maybe earlier this year, maybe I would have said yes. But no. Right now in May, absolutely not. No. Only because like I feel like anyone that I've ever dated, like you've had more than enough time. More than enough time. And there have been certain people that I've had way more time than others, right? And me, I just will try and I'll try and I'll stay around. I'll try to be cool with you. I'll try to like keep you in my life. If you don't make a move when I'm in your life for like a year or a year plus, I'm kind of off you because I'm not going to sit around and wait for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not a serial dater. You know what I'm saying? But I would say if I were to rekindle with an ex, there aren't very many. Honestly, there's maybe one option, barely one option at this point, to be honest. Like, there's not, even if I wanted to, I don't even like care about any of them enough to like look forward to that. Anyways, y'all keeping me off track. I'm not gonna get into um Meg and Klay, okay? But once um once Meg came to Instagram and notified us that Klay is a cheater, um everyone had a lot to say. Thank you, Lotto, in my TikTok chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Come over and watch on Twitch. It's a much better viewing experience. If you can, thank you. Um, the internet was on fire. Twitter was very funny this day. I'm not gonna lie to you. But sidebar, what a lot of people were saying, right? And this is what girls always say when like a beautiful or generally liked celebrity gets cheated on. All the girls are like, "Oh my gosh, no one's safe." And "Oh my gosh, he's so stupid for cheating on this person. Klay is so dumb for cheating on Meg. Oh my gosh, how could you? How could you?" This is the thing. I don't know like how many more times y'all are going to have to be reminded that quite literally none of y'all are safe. None of us have ever been safe, okay? When it comes to cheating, I'm going to break it down like you're a 10-year-old. When it comes to cheating, if someone, a man or woman wants to cheat, they will cheat. You could be the best girlfriend in the world. You can be the best partner in the world. If they want to cheat, they'll cheat. You could be the worst. If they want to cheat, they'll cheat. You could be somewhere in the middle. You could be a decent partner, but still have some work to do. If they want to cheat, they will cheat. I promise you, your life will be a lot better when you don't personalize other people's decisions that somewhat involve you, right? Because at the end of the day, other people are working on their own shit. They have a lot of shit they have to work through internally that mostly has literally nothing to do with you. And so I'm not saying that a heartbreak or someone cheating on you or making you look stupid isn't going to affect you emotionally. It will. It will hurt. But give yourself a certain time frame to get the fuck over it. And don't carry that shit with you. Because it's not your fault. Even if it is your fault, it's not. Because that person, if there was an issue in the relationship, they could have chose to talk to you about it and work through it, go to therapy instead of cheating on you at the end of the day. Or they could have broke up with you instead of cheating on you. So it's like anytime someone in the public eye gets cheated on, all the women are like, "Oh, this is why dudes ain't shit," and blah 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 blah. Y'all just have all these like annoying ass talking points. That's just like, look, everyone, literally anyone can get cheated on at any time for any reason or no reason at all. And we all just have to accept it. You all just have to, there's nothing like, that's why I hate seeing conversations where it's like, I seen a stupid tweet. Someone was like, "Oh, Meg's p word. I don't like saying that word. Meg's p word must be good. Her coochie must be good because it was some stupid tweet, but they were correlating how good a girl's vagina is to the way a man acts. Y'all got to stop with this shit. It really drives me insane. But aside from that, when it comes to getting cheated on, right? Also, another aspect of this situation was a lot of people were shocked, right? A lot of people felt like, oh, they felt like they were in game or whatever, or, you know, they felt like Klay was the good guy, if you will. And so there were a lot of people who, when they get cheated on or when they see someone who gets cheated on, they act as if that there was no signs. Now, I haven't lived that much life, right? I've only been here about 20 some years. And I'm not a serial dater, so I haven't dated like a fuck ton of people, right? So I'm so open to being wrong, right? But based on my personal life experience and just viewing other people's lives experiences, um there's always signs. Men aren't like that good of liars. Like they're not that good at putting on a front. They're decent, but like I promise you, in them early stages of getting to know a guy, if you listen to him speak long enough, he will tell on himself very early. In my experience, they have every time, very early. And guess what happened? I clocked it very early and I decided to deal with it. And so later on, when I realized, oh, this guy is a liar. Oh, this guy is toxic. He's manipulative. I go back and do all the and do you know what I'm saying? I just go back and think about the beginning stages and think about all of those red flags that I voluntarily avoided or just maneuvered past. And that right there was a learning lesson. And I feel like I don't like that there's always this narrative pushed by women who are just acting like, oh, I had no idea who was such a good actor. There were no signs. There were always signs. With men who don't have good intentions, with men who are cheaters, who are liars, who are manipulative, who are toxic, they tell on themselves so fucking early. There are always signs. You just avoid them. And it's okay to be honest about it because we all have done it. It's okay. When you're too caught up in lust, when you want to be wanted too much, when you don't utilize your discernment, when you're afraid of being alone, when you have shit that you need to really go to therapy for that's affecting your love life, you're going to avoid red flags. And it's okay to admit that. But to act like guys are just that good of actors that they just always put on such a good front and there's no signs whatsoever. They didn't say nothing, they didn't do nothing. It wasn't even one small thing. That's cap. I think that's cap. So, I'm here to tell you guys there's always signs. Just pay attention. Just choose to pay attention. That's why I talked to you guys episodes ago about me finally feeling comfortable with dating. It's easier now because I realized, you know what? I don't have to deal with this. You know what? I can pray about people that enter into my life, right? I can utilize my discernment. I know that I have it and it's very strong. Let me not just gloss over these little things just because this guy is attractive or because we do have a good connection. No, I clocked that he lied to me about that. Let me address him about it or let me no longer deal with him. Like, let me act on these things that I'm picking up on in the moment. Choose to leave early. Also, move slow. That's another thing that I've been doing. Move very slow. That's another issue. People move very fast in these relationships. You're not utilizing discernment. You having sex all willy-nilly. You're doing these things way too fast, and you're too caught up in lust and you want to be wanted too bad that you're looking over the red flags. There are always signs. I promise. They're there. They are there. I don't believe in moving fast, but if you ain't trying to get married, I ain't trying to fuck with you. You know, I kind of agree with that too. But I'm also like not thinking about it too fast. You know what I'm saying? So, um, the point of this topic really wasn't really about Meg or Clay. Um, it's just centered around the conversations that spark when these types of things happen. And I just find a lot of it very funny, a lot of it very concerning. Um, and a lot of the topics are not centered around any type of like accountability on any part that you may have played or how you can avoid situations. There's always signs. So just choose to see them. And I'm not saying you're never going to be get your heart broken, you know what I'm saying, or be lied to. You cannot avoid that. That's another thing. You can't avoid being cheated on. You can't avoid people lying to you. People are gonna do it if that's what they want to do. If that's their character, that's their character. But it's up to you to utilize your discernment and pay attention and assess this individual that you're getting to know. Meg and Clay breakup gave the manosphere content for months. I mean, everyone loves to move fast nowadays, though. They love the dopamine spikes. As a neurodivergent, so do I. But that has been my issue for years is that, you know, I'm too caught up. I can't get caught up in things and go with the flow and be like, oh, whatever. You know, I've done that and it was terrible. It's anytime I've ever tried to do that, it ended terribly for me. So I choose not to do. I don't want to risk the dopamine. I'll get my dopamine somewhere else instead of moving too fast with a stranger who I barely know, who secretly has not good intentions for me. It's better to be cautious than to jump right into things. I'm not into that. I don't agree that people move fast nowadays. For me, if I was single, you'd have a month before I'm off you if you ain't trying to be with me. Um, Honestly, a lot of people do move fast. They do. They do. Like I would say younger, the faster they move for sure. But anyways, don't want to stay on this topic too long. We have more things to get into. So, quick commercial break and I will be back.
So I have more thoughts student asks for. Now, of course, I don't always get to cover all the topics I want to speak on for the main episode. So, with more thoughts on Ask for, I choose one topic to deep dive with you guys about. You can catch these episodes streamed live on Mondays. Not every Monday. So, if you want to know when and where to catch these episodes, make sure you join the Discord. All updates and information will be in Discord. Join the Discord. And if you end up missing the live streams, you can still catch the uploads on YouTube, but over on my main YouTube channel at It's Your Girl Asia. All right, now back to the show.